Hi everyone, this video is to explain the new style of homework when we are entering FSA mode, which is our third grade FSA weekly reading comprehension packets. Now, your child has already received this packet. They will receive it at the beginning of each week, which is usually on a Monday, and it will be due 1 week after, which will be on the following Monday. Now, when you receive this packet, you might have been a little bit overwhelmed, but no need to fear because they have an entire week to complete it. And I also want to remind you that the FSA itself will be an 80-minute block, and they will have more stories than what they're receiving here. For this packet, you have about 15 questions. It could be multiple choice or long response. And they also have 4 stories, usually 2 small ones to introduce a skill, and 2 larger ones, which they should have no trouble completing. The packets that we're giving them, they are covering the exact skill that we're covering in class as review for that week. So it's very important that they're taking these packets seriously. If you want to sit down and do it with them, I highly encourage them. The packets provide you with talking prompts to help you guide your child, but they are more than capable of completing it by themselves. I do want to make you aware that when I am collecting these packets, I'm looking for 2 main things. One, that the whole packet is complete, and as well as the packet having, the questions having evidence. If the child is not providing with evidence, I will not accept it. They have to prove it, they just can't choose it. It's really, really important that they're going back to the stories and giving me some form of evidence as to why they picked that answer. Now, I'm just gonna briefly discuss what the packet entails. So when you first open it, it introduces a skill that we're gonna be covering that week, and it'll usually have a small story, and they'll break up the skill. Whenever you see charts or long responses, they have to write in a complete sentence. If it's a longer response, I am expecting at least a paragraph, 3 to 4 sentences in response to it. You will also see these areas that say talk. Those are the prompts for you as parents. If you want to go reviewing with them, you can ask them the questions that they in order about the topic. When they are reading, please make sure that they are doing the close reader habits, because those are skills and tactics that we're trying to cover in class to help them stay engaged in the reading as they're reading. Again, the packet goes ahead and does different types of activities. Now, you'll notice that some of the questions say write, but there's not a lot of space for the student to write. For these activities that say write, we have provided with them for the area to answer the questions, which would be in a couple of pages down, and you see that the corresponding questions has an area to write in. And as you go along the packets, the stories do get a little bit longer. They also have reader habits, and if you notice, they have FSA style questions with the 2 parts. Remember, part A and part B, they always match. It most likely is a vocabulary question and the supporting detail, or a skill question, and again with the supporting detail. So I always tell the students that if the part B does not match part A, then one of the parts is incorrect. Again, it's very, very important that they are writing correctly, spelling, we're looking at it, but they're grammatically writing the sentences, capital letters, periods, correct punctuations, commas, and such, as well as having them go back with their evidence. Like I tell them, if they cannot prove it, they cannot choose it. Thank you.